Hey there, guys. Christina Benedetti, Winerella here, your favorite wine tasting go-to here in the Portland, Maine area. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a conversation I had with someone last night. Oh, she was just awesome. We met up for drinks and I met her at a vendor event, right? So as you guys know, I give in-home wine tastings for a really amazing company. We're a winery based out in Napa Valley. We're called WineShop at Home. And I met with this realtor. So today's video is going to be about realtors. And through our conversation, we realized these really amazing places that realtors can go specifically with WineShop at Home. So I had to tell you. So there are a couple reasons that WineShop at Home is a really strong solution for realtors. For example, so the way that WineShop at Home works is that it's commission wine sales, right? Pretty simple, not exactly rocket science. And so the best thing that I do for realtors that I work with regularly, including a couple mortgage brokers in the area here, is I will create personalized wine labels. So for those of you who know me, you probably also am aware that I own my own graphic design and brand strategy studio, Benedetti Design Company. And so with that, I really love working with my programs, right? And I love branding things. And so wine labels are just another really fun way that I love to be able to brand. So that being said, I have a couple realtors and mortgage consultants that I've been working with where I will put their logo on, like a full case of our really amazing sparkling wine, or we have a cab that I just am in love with. And we'll put their logo on it. Welcome home, from so-and-so at your company. And that goes over really, really well. It's just like a welcome gift to people coming home. However, another thing that I do with another realtor in the area here is that he actually sends me photos of the happy couple in front of their home. He doesn't tell them anything about this. He just takes, a nice welcome picture. And I put a nice little photo, and then it'll have their address and their name, and it'll say welcome home. And the date, actually we didn't put the date that they moved in. I guess that can be a little hairy. But I have heard that that's going very, very well. Personalized wine is great for 1,000 other things too, but specifically in this industry. So not to mention, as a wine consultant, which is my position, which is what the realtor I met with last night and I were talking about, you would be able to earn commission on those things, right? So you can definitely order that through me, and I would love to do that for you. But the way that I kind of look at it is, if you can make money off of that, why would you not be doing that? It'd be just like an extra way to make $60, $70, like more than that, depending on how much, depending on what kind of wine it is that you're getting. So the personalized wine is a really, really great way for realtors to just kind of benefit from being a part of the WineShop family. The other thing is that we have a plethora of gifts. Like if you didn't want to do a personalized wine label, we have wine gift baskets. You can make your own wine gift baskets and go to like the local cheese places and make these really awesome things together, the local florists. And and again, anything that you buy from WineShop, though, you will be making commission on, right? So that's really helpful. The commission is 20 to 44%, so that could be a really nice paycheck you see back. But the biggest reason that I think that WineShop at Home is an amazing fit for realtors is because imagine the idea of being able to offer, just as part of working with you, right, for a client appreciation, a welcome home wine tasting. The style of a housewarming party, right? So really, with this, you would, let's just say here, for example, let's say that you sold me a house, right? So if you sold me a home, odds are you're probably already my most trusted connection in the area, right? I might be moving to somewhere in the same area, but I am probably already very connected with you. You probably know so much about my life. I already love you, right? If I have just bought my home, odds are I'm in love with the home, and the process was probably pretty easy going, depending on, all right, let's be real. It's not always easy going, but, it's that connection with the realtor that makes it feel like it's valuable. So not only do I already love you, I'm probably already trying to talk about you to anyone who will listen. Oh yeah, I just bought my home, so-and-so, they're the best. They made it so easy, their whole team, yada, yada, yada. So of course you want to build your network, right? Like you want to be able to meet with people in my network that I am just gabbing on and on about you with, right? So that being said, what better way to do that than to be able to offer an area, an opportunity for me and my friends to gather, right? To gather specifically for the opportunity for you to meet them. But, how can you do that and it not be awkward? Well, if you just make it part of your routine as a client appreciation thing, if you just say, hey, Christina, I have really enjoyed working with you. I love your home. This is amazing. I would love to offer you a welcome home wine tasting. So, you can kind of cater the conversation to be, if they're just moving somewhere in the area and they already have a bunch of friends, I'd love for you to be able to invite all your friends and family over. Let's limit it to about 15 or so people. And then that way we'll be able to give them a grand tour. I'll provide all the munchies for you, but actually I have this really great wine from California. It's a really fun new way to kind of shop for wine and do a formal little wine tasting, but in your own home. And I would love to do one of those for you with you and your friends. What do you think? First of all, I love wine, right? I mean, clearly I'm Winearella, for God's sake. But, outside of that, I would think that sounds like a blast, And so, but what about for your clients who are moving somewhere new? That's almost even better because it can kind of be like a welcome to the neighborhood kind of tasting, right? Where they, where they'll actually invite maybe 3 or 4 of their neighbors to come over and meet them and like have a fun little party, a little soiree. And that is something that I think would be a lot of fun. That's actually something that the realtor was talking about specifically. And so that she thought would be a real blast, right? So this way, you would end up essentially, whatever, you can provide the food, you cannot, but that would be such a great added value to your service, right? And so from here, you say, I'll provide the munchies. All you need to do is find a couple friends, a couple guests, and then so you provide the guests, you provide, it'll just be about $50 for 6 bottles of California wine. It's amazing. I'll handle everything. I'll get you the invitations all set up. I'll manage bringing the food. I'll do everything. You just have to sit back and relax and get ready to show off your new home. Right? How much fun is that? How great would that be? So, that kind of conversation, that's the kind of conversation that I have with people in general about these tastings, right? But I'm not a realtor, so I don't use it to that perspective. But this is really just such an awesome way to be able to tie, if you are a wine lover, and if you're not, maybe this isn't for you, but there are plenty of people in this business who don't love wine who are into it. I don't personally understand that. But, the idea here being that then as your client, I'm going to love you even more. Right? I already trust you. I already want to spend more time with you, perhaps, right? But this is a really great way for me to, as a wine lover and as someone who's a fan of yours, I would already be interested in having you over my home, And maybe the timing is, kind of important. Maybe you don't do it immediately after they move in, right? They might want time to be able to like spruce up the place and everything. But this is just such a really great quality way for you to solidify your relationship with that client that much further, to kind of go that next step. As a small business owner myself, I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned over the last couple years here in Portland, Maine, is how important those interpersonal relationships are, right? The idea of actually being able to solidify those relationships, to build that trust, for people to just want to spend time with me, right? A huge part of the reason that people hire me in regards to my graphic design business is not just because I do nice work, right? Like, yeah, I love what I do. I have a talent for it, but it's that relationship that you build. It goes the next direction, right? It actually takes the next step. It solidifies that. And I love that relationship. So this might not be for all realtors, right? Definitely not. But for those of you who are really about kind of just solidifying those relationships with your clients, I just think that this is a really amazing way to kind of be able to take it to the next level. And not to mention, it's like literally not even $80 to join. So like, it's just to get your kit together and everything. So it's just kind of one of those things where why would you not want to try it? But you know, like I said, it's not for everyone. But the girl that I met with last night, the woman I met with last night, she just seemed, you know, so excited about it. And it just sounded to me like this is something I haven't talked about before, right? Like I don't think I've talked to any of you guys about just all these very real benefits. And so, you know, just kind of to finish piecing the puzzle together here, not only then are you solidifying that relationship with your client, but then you're also making 20 to 44% of commission wine sales from that event, right? And so, and then you can kind of do that however you like. And you can order personalized wine on top of that. Imagine, oh my God, imagine having this evening for them, right? Having this little thing, maybe it's 2 or 3 hours one night. You provide all the food. It looks fantastic. And you present them a personalized bottle of our champagne. I'm sorry, it's our Semi-Secco. That would be such an amazing, with the picture of them on there in front of their home, something they never expected. Combining those two, that would blow me away. That would blow me away. So anyway, I just wanted to share that tidbit with you. Thank you for spending a couple minutes on here with me. I went a little bit longer than I tried to, as I normally do. You guys know me. I tend to chat a little bit. But yeah, so, you know, if you happen to know any realtors, please share this video with them. We are in I want to say we're in 39 states now that we just opened in Arizona. So, you know, while I have a little bit more of an intimate network here in Maine and in Pennsylvania, this is something that can really be utilized all over the country. And I just think it would be really cool to kind of see this, you know, take hold. We have quite a few realtors in the business who do use it to their advantage. But, you know, I'm just not one of them. And I think it would be a really fun kind of way to try it out, right? So anyway, again, also, I'm not just hiring realtors, of course. You know, if anyone else here thinks that this job just sounds like a whole lot of fun, I think that I would love to speak with you. All right, guys. You guys can talk to me more later. For anyone who's watching this video who has not seen me before, my website is winerellamaine.com. And this is on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check it out. I am on Facebook. My handle is Winerella Maine. Instagram, Winerella Maine. Come find me. That's Winerellamaine. And that way you'll learn a little bit more about like what it is to actually give a wine tasting that night and all that kind of stuff. All right, gang. Have a lovely rest of your day. Cheers.